Hey guys, Ryan here, and we are back with part two on working on the tow vehicle. When we left off, we finished up replacing the driver door handle and we finished up replacing both fog lights. We planned on doing one, both of them had to get replaced. So today we are taking on the headlights and we are taking on a passenger coil spring, which has a small hairline crack on the bottom rung. We are going to, as always, start with the easiest first, headlights. On these trucks, it's pretty simple. You take this top splash guard off, you remove the grill, and then you've got two screws on the bottom here, one on top, one on the side and the fender here. You can reach all of them pretty easily. But before you get started with anything like this, I've got the truck in the garage. I'm going to turn the headlights on and I am going to aim them at the garage door over there. We're going to put our blue painter's tape on the garage door where each of the headlights is aimed. So when I swap these out and put the new headlights in, I adjust them to the tape and you are set and ready to go. You don't have to fiddle with it anymore and you don't have to worry about getting high beam flash constantly while you're driving. Or in my case, last time I did this and did not adjust them properly, I was getting rear spotlight flashed from semi trucks as I was driving by of them because my truck is a little taller and my headlights were aimed terribly. So don't do what I did. Aim your headlights. It is important. Don't be that guy. All right, so we got the first headlight out. Pretty straightforward. Remove the top guard, remove the grill. These clips down here will fall off every once in a while. You've got to remove, if you've got the camera over here, here is a windshield washer fluid that is a spray jet for the camera. I've got to go a little step further over here. I've got two plugs, one right here, one fell down here. You can see it. Those are for my grill lights that I put on the truck. And then again, this is the headlight that's still installed. There's one screw here. You've got one screw in there, another one in there. And then this one is the one that is always a joy, but you have to peel back this weather seal. And there is a screw in there that is very difficult. If it falls out of your socket after you loosen it, you're going fishing for a while. Back over, here's the back side of the Morimoto headlight. So all of these wires are based on the configuration that they offer. This is the pigtail, and you configure it based on how you connect it. You can either have you basically just connect all the lights into the one harness for the truck because the truck only works off one harness, but then you will either connect some pigtails or leave them disconnected if you like the sequential turn signal or just a standard turn signal. I've always personally liked the sequential, so I always work them up that way, but it's just personal preference. So we will get this harness installed on this light and we will put that one back in the truck, and the next time it's 0 degrees, we'll see if that fixes the issue. All right, guys. So the headlights are installed, the new ones. Pretty simple. None of it's bolted in yet. I just leave them sit loose on both sides because we need to adjust them. I can guarantee you that they are not in alignment, and you cannot adjust them when they are bolted into the truck. So we need to aim them at the door, find out how far off they are, pry the top of it up away from the truck a little bit, and you can get a small screwdriver in there and you can adjust them, then pop them back in, and you have to kind of go back and forth and play the game with it, unfortunately. So let's do that. All right, let's swing you guys around so we can see where they are on the garage door. With the tape. And surprisingly, not as bad as I thought they were going to be. The passenger light is pretty much where I want it. The driver light is a little too high. So let's bring that one down. All right, guys. Got them installed, got them adjusted. You saw me fiddling with it a little bit. Instructions weren't really clear, right or left for the screwdriver. So we were going back and forth a little bit. Be careful. There is a warning on these lights. They will not accept more than 900 degrees of rotation left or right on the adjust knobs, or you will unscrew them from the adjuster inside, or you will over tighten them and potentially crack them from the adjuster inside. Because as you can see up there, these lights, they are aimed perfectly height-wise, but the driver's side is left more than the old lights. But this is as far in as these lights can be adjusted, so maybe it's just a new design, something that they changed, a little bit wider beam. Not exactly sure, but regardless, they cannot be adjusted any more than this. So we will put the grill back on. We will put the cover back on. I'll put my air intake back on. We'll close the hood, and we will go for just a quick drive just to make sure that I'm happy with them on the road. And then that will be done for this project. All right, actually guys, small change of plans. Before I put the grill back on, before I put the cover under the hood back on, I just put 2 bolts into the side, and I'm going to take it for a quick test drive right now. That way, if there are any adjustments I need to make, I don't have to take all of it apart again. Alright guys, second time is the charm. Adjusted it down a little bit. The driver's side was a little bit too high. Tested it, they're perfect. When you guys are setting these up, just to be aware that cars are normally set up with the passenger light a little bit aimed higher than the driver light. That is to be able to illuminate the road signs on the side of the road, but it's to keep the driver's side a little bit lower as to not blind oncoming traffic. So when you're setting them up, and these are set up just like that, I keep the driver's side about half a foot lower, or about 6 inches lower than the passenger side when you measure from 25 feet away. So now that the truck is back and the lights are aimed perfectly, everything that we need, I'm going to go ahead and throw the grill back on, put the rest of my bolts from the lights back in, throw the cover back on, the air cleaner box back on, and then we're going to wrap this project up. Alright guys, here we are. The lights are in, the grill's in, the top cover's on. So these are all set. These are the V2 Morimoto XB lights. I believe the ones that went bad were the version 1s, and just a small test drive with these, they are much clearer than those lights. I don't know if it's just because those lights have got 2 years on them and the lenses were dirty, but something about these lights, that the cut is a lot cleaner, and maybe they went with a different temperature bulb. It looks just a little bit more white, a little bit of blue in there, but it's just, the visibility is a lot better on these, I noticed, as well as the high beams too. So I'm thinking that they changed something. Personal preference for me, don't really care. Just needed to get a turn signal fixed, and super happy that they warranted them. So the company is great. They've got a 5-year warranty on all of their lights. Like I said, Nick at Apollo Optics, if you get them from him, he will take care of you and anything that ever happens. I just sent him a message, showed him a video of what was going on, and 3 days later, he had a tracking number for me. He's like, yeah, these are on the way. Let me know when you finish them. So, all right. Headlights are finished. Last project on the truck we have to go is do this coil spring. So I'm gonna get all my tools ready, I get the truck jacked up, and I'll get everything prepped here, and then we will come back and start this project to finish up the work on the tow truck.